The plan is to convert each one into a better standard. So you got your toilet, you got your shower, and then you got your hand wash basin on the outside. So it pretty much is very much like your standard B&B. Hi guys, it's Arsh here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about another acquisition that we're in a lovely city called Blackpool, Vegas of the North as they call it. And in today's session we're going to be wandering around a little building that we've just acquired. This one's going to be, I think it's 15 apartments. We're going to go through each of the rooms or some of the rooms, showing you what we're doing, how we're going to be upgrading the building and what our intention is with this. So if you wouldn't mind doing me a small favour, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and then let's get moving from there. So guys, this is a property that we recently just signed contracts on. It's a 15 bedroom, in essence like a mini apartment hotel in Blackpool. And what I'll be doing is, the reason why I've done it on a lease option, it's a 7-year lease option, because I'm going to then be upgrading the building, bringing it up to a better standard. And then the plan is, with the cash flow, intend to exercise the option on it. And I'm going to give you a quick walk around of the building. So the building has a lot of scope. Now, as you can see, there's a bar area, there's a pool area. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be intending on running the bar area because that's not my forte, but my intention is to be utilising some of the rooms out of this facility, and we're going to turn this into more rooms. We've got lots of facilities on site, so we've got bathrooms, we've got toilets, we've got every room's got its own toilet and shower facilities. We're going to be upgrading them. Now, as we do this video, we're coming up to holiday season in Blackpool, so the plan is to work with what we've got for the current season, and then the intention will be, so this is just living quarters, this is all going to be emptied out, so this is all spare surplus to requirements, so that's not within the 15 apartments that we've already got. So all this space is dead space that we're going to utilise for more apartments in the future. Now, as you walk through the front door, which is over there, you can see that we've just come into a rather red area, and it's going to be red for a short while, but the intention is that because we're in March, we don't want to do too much to it right now, otherwise we're going to miss out on all the bookings for 2023. So just taking you into a couple of the rooms. Let's see if I can take you into room number 3. So the beds aren't made up, so excuse the mess. So we've got some hanging space. So each of the rooms are double rooms. Each of the rooms have got sinks. You've got double beds. Apologies for the mess, but the rooms are as they are. I've got lots of artwork around. I'm going to need the help of Mrs. E to make these rooms look a lot better. Now, the plan is to convert each one into a better standard. So you got your toilet, you got your shower, and then you've got your hand wash basin on the outside. So it pretty much is very much like your standard B&B. Now, our plan is to bring it up to standard and increase the density of the building, which ultimately will increase the income, which ultimately will increase the cash flow. Keep moving on. So you can see we've got some builders working here. Really strange story about the old water tank. You can see that we're having it drained now. We've got the boiler there. So lots of stories about the building, lots of work ongoing, but the plan is to get it working as quickly as possible. So you can see again, going to each one's got its own shower facilities. Each one's got its own shower facilities. Each one's got its own little hand wash basin. All's got TVs on the wall. And we're going to keep walking through just to show you what it looks like. So we've got room there. Hello, Neil. Hello. Right, we've got room 4. So room 5 is where the current owners were currently occupying one of the rooms. So you can see that this is their room. They've created a room out of 2 apartments. So they've had number 5 and number 6. Now we're going to bring this back in so that they start to become 2 apartments again. Or we may leave it as 1 but charge more for it, or get more bed space in here. Now keep moving on. Again, lots of things that need to be changed here. Number 7, got another room here. All right, this looks like the builder's room at the moment. And they are decent sized room. And just to give you an idea as to where we are, can you see the sea? We're right next to the sea, and literally we're right next to the promenade. So we're by the pleasure beach, and it really is a good location. So keep moving on. Number 8, again, lots of work going on in here. So there are a couple of rooms where we've got a single occupancy. Most of them are double occupancy, and they've got a couple of rooms that sleep 4s and 5s. But the plan, like I said, is to run it initially for the year, get some income off it, and then utilise that income to then bring the building back up to standard, ready for next year. So we've got a good idea as to how the building is working. Let's go through and talk about what the projections are and what the income looks like. So guys, I'm back in the office after a long day in Blackpool and just giving you a bit of update as to the figures as to why I did the deal that I did. So the owner approached me and it was originally the owner from the 17 apartments, and they called me and said, Arsh, we're getting on a bit and we want to just kind of find a solution where someone can buy it off us. Now when I looked at it, I thought, yeah, it's a good opportunity, but do I want to buy it today? And the answer was no. So I proposed that we did it as a lease option. The reason why I said that, and I've said it multiple times in the video, is because I believe the property has great potential but needs a fair amount of money spending on it. And if I bought it outright, that would be a large capital up front. Then on top of that, I would then have to spend a lot of money bringing the property up to standard. And when I looked at it from that point of view, it wasn't really a great or an attractive proposition. But the fact that I could take control of the property by paying the landlord almost like a pay-as-you-go process, so that I'm paying a monthly payment and it's allowing me to generate some income from the property, and then from the income pay the outgoing. So in essence, it's almost like a no money down deal. When I say no money down deal, there is going to be some money invested in the property. So as you can see, we have the builders working on site, we're changing the water tank, there's lots of things that need to be done to make sure that the property is ready to be occupied, because in its current state I think we'd probably struggle, or we'd probably get a very low occupancy rate. So there are some risks attached to it. You've got to make sure that obviously we've got to get the place occupied, so you've got to have your systems and your procedures in place. But off the back of that, I think that if we get 17 rooms let out, and when I looked at my break even off that, I've got a plan B. So if the property does not let according to short lets, or what it should do, because it's already got a history, it's got years of trading history. So in the previous videos where I've shown you about 17 apartments, that's got trading history. This one with 15 apartments, it's already got trading history. So we've just got to make sure that we continue with that history, if that makes sense. So we've already got history to say that the place has already been booked up and it has been booked out in the past. All we've got to do is work off the back of that. So worst case scenario, if it doesn't, then we can probably look down the longer term let route. So for argument's sake, in each room's got its own en-suites. We're going to have a little mini cooking kitchen facility, as you've probably seen that we've done in other properties. If you haven't, go and watch the video about what we did in Manchester, roughly around there. And then off the back of that, we should be able to get short or long-term lets, and based on that, they should fetch within the region of $450 a month. Based on the fact that if we've got 15 rooms here, that's going to generate a decent income, minus the outgoing that we've got to pay to the owner, minus any utility costs, and it's still going to cash flow. Now, I've got to work on the basis that the cash flow that we're going to generate over a 7-year term, is that going to be sufficient enough for us to build a deposit to act towards the purchase of the property? And that's what a lease option is. So it's all exciting. It kind of feels a little bit overwhelming. Don't mind you saying, you can see by the bags of my eyes that we've got 3 projects on right now. We've got the offices, which is a 26 office block. So I've got builders in there at the moment, renovating, got decorators. I'm going to do a bit of a video on that over the next couple of weeks, because the building has taken great shape compared to what it was when we took it on. We've then got the 17 apartment block in Blackpool. We haven't even started that yet, but that's starting hopefully the week that you're watching this. As well as that, we've got the 15 apartment block, which you've just seen in this video. So, sometimes it does feel even overwhelming, even for me, even with years of experience. You just think, am I overstretched? Am I pulling myself too far? But you've got to think that, in 6 months time or a year's time, when you look back at this and you think, to be fair, what a great deal we did. That's where you come back and you say, you know what, okay, those sleepless nights or those early mornings or those late nights was actually worth it, or those long days of traveling was actually worth it. So I really hope you've enjoyed the video. As always, guys, we've got lots more free content out there. So if you like listening to podcasts, I'll release a podcast every Tuesday at 6 a.m. called The Property Rebel. Go and check it out. It's on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, just to name a few. If you want to connect with me on social media, feel free to do so. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, and TikTok, all under the handle of Arsh. And as I said at the start of this video, that this channel is sponsored by the Property Investor app, which is the UK's first property investment platform, which showcases all kinds of deals all over the UK. Whether you're looking for below market value deals, rent-to-rent deals, lease option deals like we're talking in this video, we've got them all there. Go and check us out. So you can either go to the website, which is propertyinvestораpp.co.uk, or if you've got a smartphone, go to the App Store, type in Property Investor and download it from there. Really hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. As always, please feel free to share it and hit a like and a subscribe, and I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.